Welcome back everyone, I'm Dps Tank, and this is Genius of Sappheiros Weekend. Luckily this game keeps running even when I'm off screen, so I just let it run while I was doing other things, and now she arrived. Since my numpad enters my turn on fraps button, I did skip one bit of dialogue. Off screen it was saying everyone I have returned, and now we'll continue. Let's see, there we go. We've been waiting, Byakuren. Notice that Mokou is not in this, since technically she was optional as well, at least temporarily optional. Why would everyone be here at Myoren Temple? We had business with you, so we waited here. I'm so tired of waiting, I feel like sleeping. It seems I have made everyone wait for quite a while. My sincerest apologies. I presume your business here is regarding the incident. Yes, exactly. That should make this go quick. To be frank, as like-minded people who wish to resolve this incident, what we would like to ask is whether you wish to work together. Yes, I agree. Oh, that was easy. It has not been long since I arrived in Kinsokyo. I am still not learned in the ways of the incident. The ability to lend everyone my strength, that is, of course, something I would like as well. I will be happy to assist you. We owe you one. Though even if you said no, we'd have forced you to come anyway. You're the same as ever, I see. In any case, I hope we work well together. Yeah, same here. And Byakuren and Hijiri became an ally. We now know the Magician's Circle formation. And that's it. I don't believe there's anything else to say up here. Yeah, same thing. Alright. So now we have everybody. Now, there's one other thing I wanted to trigger, but it can't be triggered just yet. But yes, as you can see, based off my playtime, it has been an hour. So think of it like that part in Earthbound where you have to wait 3 whole minutes, and then multiply that by 20. So, alright, let's go ahead and do our formation stuff. No, sorry, not formation, party. Alright, we want Mokou, Reimu, Byakuren, whoa, Aya, Byakuren, Marisa, and then what you can have as a commander is, yeah, this is commander slots. The commander doesn't directly take part of the combat. Instead, they provide a bonus. Like for Sanae, she provides a last word chance, makes last word chances more frequent, which I'll show off last words throughout the game. And you also have at the beginning of every turn, you have the option to use a commander spell, which is each character has 2 different commander spells. Commander spells use up bombs, which is one of the uses for bombs in this game, which I forgot to mention bombs in the previous part. So, like Miracle Fruits, if I use 1 bomb on the beginning of the turn, everyone will gain 25% of their health, and if I spent 3 bombs, I would increase everyone's stats for 1 turn. So it's pretty nice. It's, like I said, it's... Oops. Let's see if I can switch directly to Commander. No, I cannot. So I just showed Sanae. Okay, now I can go to Commander. Alright. Reimu's commander ability is it reduces magic damage by 5%. These leader powers are pretty minor overall. It's just some extra little bonus. Her commander spells is reduce all damage by 20% for 1 turn, and all allies gain exorcism properties, which exorcism is kind of hard to describe. It has to do with breaching a certain stat called Divine Barrier, which only bosses have, or certain bosses have. It's not something you really need to use very often. Marisa makes all damage go down by 3%. She also gives she can increase damage for 1 turn by spinning 1 bomb, or nullify all mystic element attacks for 1 turn with 3 bombs. Aya increases casting speed by 10%. She has the ability to give everyone perfect dodge for 1 turn. Perfect dodge is... it's like there's like a hit chance and evasion stat, which they go against each other, and if your evasion stat succeeds, you dodge. What perfect dodge does is it's a percentage chance that no matter what, unless you have a special ability that ignores perfect dodge, It's a set percent chance that you'll automatically dodge an attack no matter what. That's what it does. Paparazzi is a 3-bomb ability that allows all your allies to attack first before the enemy, no matter how fast the enemy is. Mokou's leader power is there's a small chance that whenever one of your allies takes enough damage to die, they will survive at 1 HP. Her commander spells involves reviving dead allies, and then Phoenix Rebirth kind of just buffs the leader power that she already has. And then Byakuren Hijiri has a leader power of reducing physical damage by 5%. She has the ability to increase restore everyone's MP by a little bit, as well as there's a Devil Recitation, which is I'm pretty sure not something that's reliable, but it can cut enemies' HP in half. So that's everybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and cancel, and we'll go ahead and make our party. It's just gonna be Reimu, Aya, Marisa, Byakuren, and Sanae as the commander. Alright, so we got our formation. Oh yeah, and we'll stick with... I'm gonna do Hanatroy's Sky Dance. That's something I usually use. I won't claim I'm very good, I'm an expert at this game compared to Lab for the Toho. I'm actually not entirely sure. I tend to focus more on offense than defense in this game. Just, you know, bad habits, I guess. So all I do is try to make sure I at least have something that has my tank baiting, and then everyone else have higher attack and magic. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and go through all the characters. Let's see, skill-wise. Oh yeah, Mokou's, let's go through the growth. Mokou's special weapon is Fist. She has the ability to enhance her MP and cooldowns, increase her defenses, increase her offense attacks, and then enhance her ability to regenerate, increase her HP and regeneration, I think. Also gives her a chance to, like, revive herself in combat. And Byakuren is a support type character. Her special weapon is a scroll. She can improve her ability with support magic, status effect magic, enhance her speed and cooldowns, and enhances her MP and magical attacks. Okay, oops. Reset that. Alright. Anyway, let's see. I'll go now just some basic stuff about the characters. Mokou is a DPS tank. She has really good offense, but she can also take hits pretty well due to her excess HP, lots of lives, and the fact she can revive herself. Reimu is an all-round character, but she has a little bit more emphasis towards offense because of she's one of the few characters that have holy element spells. Personally, I don't use Reimu too much once I get more characters, simply because all the times I've used holy attacks on certain races that are supposed to be weak against holy, it does 0 damage. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just me making mistakes. Aya is supposed to be a speedster, DPS type character. Most people who play through this game say Aya is not that great for combat, but she's great as a commander. So usually if you go into a boss fight, like tough boss fights, you use Aya as a commander so you can do things like paparazzi and stuff. Marisa is a magic DPS character, magic caster type. She pretty much has a wide range of spells. She tends to focus a little bit more on raw elements like Mystic and non-elemental, but she can be skilled in elemental as well. And then you got Byakuren, who's a support caster. She does have some light and dark magic, but her main benefit is the fact she has really good buffs and decent debuffs as well. As far as the characters themselves, Mokou was human, but she drank the Horai elixir and she's immortal now. That's why she has these abilities like self-resing and stuff. Her special ability involves manipulating fire. Reimu is, of course, the Hakurei Shrine Maiden. Not much to say there. Marisa is a human magician. Aya is a Crow Tengu who runs a newspaper and tries to collect various scoops and news and stuff, and then twist it in her own ends. And Byakuren is one character I haven't really spoken about in any of my Toho games. Byakuren is kind of one of the later characters. She was originally human as a Buddhist nun, but she was worried about due to her fear of death, she decided to become study magic and became a magician. She actually did the rituals necessary to become an actual magician. So she's no longer considered human. She's now considered a magician, very similar to what Alice did. Also, because she tended to have some favoritism, she had favorable relations with yokai. The other priesthood ended up like sealing her away or something, and that's kind of what led to Toho like 13 or whatever. And the yokai that she was friends with freed her. So that's about it. All right, not much else to say there. And it looks like we got time to go into the next battle, so let's go ahead and do that. There is something I wanted to do over here in the human village, but I can't. I'll just have to trigger it later. Alright, everyone's set. Oh yeah, I didn't really look over the spells. I guess I can do that real quick. Right now, Mokou knows a small area effect spell that can inflict Curse. Curse, I believe what it does is whenever an enemy or whoever is cursed does damage, I think they take damage back as well. Flying Phoenix is a multi-target fire element that can inflict burn. Burn is pretty much like a poison effect, except, you know, it's fire. And then Honest Man's Death is a non-elemental attack that ignores shields and has medium strength. Reimu has, let's see, she's got Homing Amulet, Persuasion Needle, which are, let's see, they're both light element attacks, but they kind of have their own little quirks about them. Persuasion Needle is apparently faster and stronger than amulets. Amulets amulets have the advantage of always hitting. They ignore reflex and magic barriers, so it's kind of like a surefire hit. It's kind of like Magic Missile as far as D&D is concerned. She has the Ofuda of Curing, which removes permanent status effects. There are 3 different status effects. There's permanent, quick, and one other. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's like status. It's like ailment or something like that. Fantasy Seal is a light spell that multi-target always hits, low strength. Also, any moves, any of these icons that have a star in the icon means it's a it uses bombs. So in this case, all of Mokou's attacks uses 1 bomb. So even if she doesn't have even if she has enough MP to use the move, if she doesn't have any bombs, she cannot use a move that uses bombs. So that's the main use for bombs. All right. Also, you can actually you can swap out skills. You can only have 6 active skills at a time. So as you learn new abilities, you'll have to swap them out. Alright, Fantasy Seal is the bomb skill. Aura Gem is a medium heal that uses a bomb as well. And then Fantasy Heaven is a really high-powered attack that uses 2 bombs, uses up a lot of MP. Some of these attacks we can't even use yet. Also, some of these attacks have cooldowns, like Flying Phoenix has a 3-turn cooldown, so after you use it, you can't use that move for 3 turns. Alright, Aya, she has Tengu Cutter, which is a non-elemental physical attack. Oh, also, the icon on the bottom right-hand side of the icon of the little picture there, it has a star that represents bombs. On the bottom left, it has either a fist or a wand. If it's a fist, it's physical attack. If it's a wand, it's a magical attack. And, okay, Tengu Cutter, physical attack, non-elemental, low strength, can pierce. I think it's, I think it has a little bit of AoE in it, I don't remember. Report is an ability that fills out yokai information. I might mess around with that later once I get higher level, because supposedly she'll add her own little comments if you're higher level than the monster. Wind God's Fan is a bomb attack that uses, that's a multi-target attack, which means it hits everything, and it's based off physical attack. It's also wind element. And, let's see, Illusionary Dominance is all allies move first on the turn used. So if you use this, everyone will go first. Pretty useful if you want to ensure that you don't get, you know, killed before you can act. Alright, Marisa has all magical attacks. She's got Stream Laser, which is a piercing attack, which means it's pretty much a straight line AoE. Magic Missile, which is stronger but doesn't have any AoE. You have Non-Directional Laser, which is a bomb that hits everyone and partially ignores defense. And then you have Master Spark and Final Spark. Final Spark uses 2 bombs, Master Spark uses 1 bomb. Also, Final Spark has an 8-turn cooldown, but it also costs 50 MP, so it's not like you're going to be using it more than once. In fact, right now we can't even use it. But both of them have very high damage, and they do mystic damage. In fact, all of our attacks right now do mystic damage. And they're all piercing for the most part. And then Byakuren Hijiri has a light spell that does all of her attack spells are magical based. Sappheiros light. Netherworld Wave inflicts Berserk, which means what Berserk does is it's just like Berserk in Final Fantasy. It makes them do nothing but attack normally, I think. Anyway, Mystic Fragrance of Mokou Butterfly inflicts Charm. It's multi-target. You got Power Down, which reduces physical attack and M attack. You got Meltdown, which reduces physical defense and magic defense. And then you got Omen and Purple Mist, which reduces all stats and it's multi-target. So yeah, she's generally known for her reducing stats and stuff. That's the other type of status effect. It's the ones that you reduce actual base stats and stuff. So those are its own thing. Sanae is our Bane healer type. She's got all of her attacks are physical based, but she's not really known for her physical attack. She's known for her healing and support spells. Sky Serpent, Pierce attack, physical attack. Healing Miracle, low level heal. Wily Toad, it's a widespread, I think it's Earth Element, maybe? I don't know. And Loki Omikuji is a multi-target heal that uses a bomb. And Miracle of Otensui is it's their strongest heal, affects everybody, uses 2 bombs. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Mokou's a DPS tank, Reimu is kind of all around, Sanae is a healer, Aya is speedy DPS, Byakuren is a debuffer, and Buffer, and Marisa is a mage. So there you go. And that's everybody. So let's get in here. Let's get this started. Scarlet Devil Mansion. I have to cut this out. I fell asleep on the job even though I'm a gatekeeper. The lady has given me an important role as the lock of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. I have to shape up. Oh, this is bad. Nothing's happening and I get sleepy when I'm bored. No, Mei Ling, no. The lady made me the lock of the Scarlet Devil. Zzz. Yeah, you won't see Byakuren or Mokou in any of the cutscenes for a while. We're here. I'm not very familiar with this place. I feel a little overwhelmed. Alright, let's not loaf around. Let's go and take it out on Romelia. But this gate seems to have a gatekeeper and... Oh, it looks like she's nodded off. Perhaps she's tired. I am sure that ain't the case. Well, whether she's asleep or awake, she doesn't do her job much anyways. Whatever. Let's move onwards. Wah! When did you intruders appear? Is Sakia using her powers again? Good work. Thank you. Please go on ahead. Wait! You're not going to fool me like that? I will not allow intruders to advance beyond this point, even if it's you all. And you, Marisa. You have been trespassing into this mansion too often. As the padlock of the Scarlet Devil Mansion, I shall teach you all a lesson. What are you talking about? I'm always entering as perpetually self-proclaimed guests. You know. Geez, who cares about that? If you're going to get in our way, then we'll make you move by force, Gatekeeper. You're so mean, Reimu. We're supposed to be acquaintances, and you even called me a gatekeeper, yet... She's right, that was very rude, Reimu. By the way, what's her name? China, Miss China. Aww. No one cares what my name is, huh? Huh? My name is... That's enough out of you. Prepare yourself. What? Anyway, this is Mei Ling. This is the first boss, but she's not really much of a boss. Now this is the first turn. At the beginning of your turn, you have these options. You can either begin the fight, you can run away, you can quick battle, you can view the enemy, or you can clear the screen. So if I go to view enemy, it just shows Hong Mei Ling. You can also use this as an opportunity to look up any status effects, I think, but nothing too special. Also, let's see. Now we can also go to the support. This is the support menu. This is what. This is how you use your commander abilities if you wish to use them. We don't need to use them, so I'm not. so let's just begin the fight. Not much we can do here, so I'm just gonna punch. Supposedly, this boss is vulnerable to holy elements, so I'll go ahead and show off some of those attacks. We'll do homing amulet, and we'll go ahead and do we'll do a report. Why not? And let's see, magic missile and starfire. Report. Too strong to scan. Okay, I can't do anything with that. And it's over. Yep, and you get experience and power. Power is used to build up the those little skill menus that show up, and then the experience is, you know, experience. Also, the text of the damage was slightly different when Byakuren used her attack. That means that element is what they're weak against. Also, if you have enough defense and you block and stuff, it is possible to take 0 damage, as you saw Mokou just took. Oh, so mean. I'm sorry, Miss China. This sacrifice was necessary for the incident resolution. Forgive us, China. My name is... Now then, let's hurry onward. Hopefully there'll be a huge scoop waiting ahead. So exciting. Sob. Aye. The entrance appears to be shut tight. Secluding herself in the castle, she must be the culprit after all. And this means China is shut out from the mansion too. A lady, so cruel. I'm supposed to be the lock, but instead... Sob. I thought I heard something just now. Perhaps it's your imagination. More importantly, what are we going to do now? We can't get inside from here. Isn't there any other entrances around? There's one I set aside in reserve. Where? Follow the wall to the back. There's a secret emergency exit leading to the library. A secret emergency exit? Why do you know about something like that, Marisa? I've been around the library a lot. It's pretty natural. Just how many times have you sneaked into this place? The return of the Scarlet Devil Mansion's serial thief. This'll make a good article. I'll be collecting more information from you later. Yes. Anyway, let's head to this emergency exit. We're here. Where's this emergency exit supposed to be? It's underneath that doghouse. That doghouse? Why is a doghouse covering it? I don't know. Maybe because it's the secret exit. But with this doghouse here, no one inside can get out, right? What are those people thinking, really? Huh? The Scarlet Devil Mansion doesn't have any pet dogs in the first place, does it? Shrug. Never seen one. Neither have I. It's a very cheap-looking doghouse, too. Given that this place is a mansion, you'd think they'd build a better doghouse. That vampire's surprisingly stingy. Whatever the case, we cannot continue until we remove this obstruction. Yeah, let's get rid of this run-down doghouse and move on. Stage 1, Great Library. Wow. So this is the rumored Great Library of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. I've never seen such a huge library even outside of Kensokyo. This isn't going to be annoying. I wanted to just teach Vermelia a lesson. But we have to use such a roundabout way. Indeed. The atmosphere here is as stuffy as ever, and these books are so hard to understand. There's no potential for articles here, so let's just hurry through this place. What did you say? This library is full of treasures for a magician. It's helped me out a lot for a long time now. What? The serial thief has revealed her motives, stealing these valuable grimoires which are treasure to a magician. I must make note of this. Hey, it's not stealing. I'm just borrowing the books from here. Yes. Let's cut the pointless chatter and move onwards. And here we are. MP bombs and lives used in battle can be recovered at magical circles, available at the Hakure Shrine or inside dungeons. Okay, we gotta get out of here, like, fast. I'll explain in a second. Gotta get out of here, get out, see if I can make it. Run. Let's hang out here. Okay. So, that was the first dungeon. I'll explain a little bit more of it in a bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Didn't work. Didn't work! Bunch of liars. Oh well. It was supposed to trigger something, but it didn't. Oh well. There's a way to get another formation from the... Actually, there is one thing I could do in there. Oh well, sorry about that, guys. I was hoping I could show off a formation, but I guess I'll do that later. Ma, you have joined forces with Miss Mokou, I see. With her strength, you are surely one step closer to resolving the incident. Well then, allow me to give these recipes to you as well. I hope they will be helpful in resolving the incident too. Metal gloves, Damascus knuckle, magnum steel, Hinotori overalls, and that's it. So yeah, you get a lot of... You pretty much get all of her weapons, like, right off the bat as recipes. Ma, you have joined forces with Miss Byakuren, I see. With her strength, you are surely one step closer to resolving the incident. Well then, allow me to give these recipes to you as well. I hope they will be helpful resolving the incident too. Darani scroll, True scroll, Deva scroll, and that's it. I think how you're supposed to trigger the event is by stepping into the place just as it turns to 00 minutes. So on the hour. My apologies, but I do not have anything you may find helpful. Please come back again later. Alright. So not much else to go here. So let me go ahead and explain a little bit more about the dungeons. Let's get back in there. I could explore the rest of this map here, but there's nothing else to really note. Let's just go in here. As you can see, there's little fairies here, and running into them enters combat. If you run away from a combat, the monster will remain. The only time the monster will disappear from running away is if it's a special type of monster, which well, I'll show off later. Anyway, let's go ahead and begin the fight. And just standard stuff. I could just auto battle for this. Yeah, we don't have very much HP right now, so these attacks will kind of hurt a bit. Okay, now that monster's gone, but the monster will return after you like zone out. Like the monsters respawn, but it's not on a timer. It's based off how many zones you go through. So if I want to, I can like leave and re-enter this place multiple times, and eventually that fairy will come back. Anyway, there's a practice sword. So we can go ahead and equip that if I want to. Of course, it's right now. It has more physical attack, but less accuracy and less speed. It's a slashing weapon, and its performance is average. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to Reimu because it's better than her weapon, and all it does is reduce her M attack a little bit. So I'll go ahead and give that to her, and that's it. Also, depending on what characters, they can wear certain types of armor. Like Marisa can only wear cloth type armors, like this black apron. I can wear up to medium armor, and Mokou can wear up to large armor, which is like these overalls. You can tell by the icons. Anyway, let's continue for a little bit longer. There's a button there, but I won't press it yet. Okay, just... You know what? Let's do quick battle. There we go. Oh, we got a drop. Now, supposedly the weekend fairy dress. Okay. Supposedly the weekend version of this game made it so the drop rates are a lot better, and also that the mats required to do like synthesis and stuff has been balanced as well, so it's not as ridiculous. So let's go ahead and take a look. Black apron versus fairy dress. Fairy dress has less speed, more resistance, more physical defense, and more M defense. Also, it gives a little bit of resistance to confusion. That's what that white dot means. Also, resistance is a stat that revolves around resisting stats in pretty much any status effect. Evasion affects dodging, accuracy affects how often you hit, speed affects your turn order. The IND, which I don't remember what that represents, or what it's called, but what it does is it affects your ability to succeed with inflicting status effects. So if you want to be a character that does status effects or just buffs and stuff, you generally want to buff up that stat. And then the rest of the stats are pretty self-explanatory, so we'll go ahead and swap out of gear, and there you go, fairy dress. Can I go in here? Nope. When defeated, all items gained in the dungeon are lost, save your items by leaving frequently. That is not true. If you have it on easy mode, that it no longer applies. Originally in this game, if you died while in the dungeon, you get kicked out of the dungeon, all items that you picked up from when you entered the dungeon and got killed gets taken away from you. That includes stuff that you pick up in chest. If it's something you pick up in the chest, that item will be put back in that chest, so you can go back and pick it up. But anything you got like rare drops or stuff from monsters, like random encounters, you lose permanently. So you have to go and farm them again if you want them back. It was very, very annoying. It forced you to constantly leave the place just to save your items. It was really not a good mechanic at all. So I'm very glad they took it out. Practice lance. Okay. I'll go ahead and fight these manuscripts and a maid fairy. Generally, you want to go ahead and kill the casters first because they're generally the most nasty. And for you, we'll go ahead and attack you, and you attack you. Oh, got a sword. And that was a blind status effect. And we just lost Marisa. Okay. Alright, the can't focus was due to the fact she's blind. Pretty much when you're blind, you can't use any of your physical attacks. So you're kind of screwed. So for the sake of just completing this. Also, now that Marisa's down, she lost 1 life. So there's not much you can do. It's possible to get lives back. They do randomly drop in combat, as well as bombs. But not much you can really do about it right now. Also, apparently these manuscripts are fully immune to light magic. So, bad move by me. Alright, last words. Last words trigger from doing certain... pretty much it triggers whenever you do an action. There's a chance it'll trigger. Flying Fantastica is Byakuren's last word. All it does is, I believe it buffs... It increases the amount of XP and increases the chance for drops whenever you activate it. So it's kind of just a supplemental last word. It's not as good as the other characters. But it does give you more experience. So let's go ahead and activate it. All allies. Also, last words always trigger first in a battle round. So there you go. Bless, XP, and drop rates increased. Silenced. Honest man's death. Kill that. And kill that. Now, Marisa will still get experience as well as power as long as she has lives left, even if she gets taken down. And we got a short sword. Okay. So for right now, let's go ahead and loot that. It's a practice axe. Let's quickly go through all our stuff, just so I can show it to you guys. Alright, we got a practice lance that has higher attack. We got a short sword that has even... Is that 40 damage? Really? Wow, this thing's strong. Yeah, the drops you get from random encounters are generally really good, so it's something to keep in mind. So for right now, let's go ahead and see what we can get, I guess. I can give her a practice lance, not a good idea. Give her a practice lance. Okay, we'll give her a practice lance. She can't equip anything. And the practice axe is a bludgeon weapon, even though it's an axe. Strong against foes with high defense. We're just going to equip the short sword instead. Also, practice lance, a stab type weapon, can't be used with a shield, but good against light armor. So two-handed weapons, you can't use a shield. You can equip a shield, but it won't do anything. And we haven't found any shields yet, so I'm not going to really discuss what those do just yet. But for right now, I think this video's gone a little long, but I was doing a lot of introductions here, so I apologize if it's gone a little long. Oh, also, a little shortcut there. Magician's Rod. We'll go over that later. Anyway, I'm Dps Tank, and this was Genius of Sappheiros Weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.